Hey everyone, it's Zach, and on last episode that you saw yesterday, we switched out Emolga for Duraludon, mainly to address the situation with Hatterene and Didi, and it worked really well. So we are going to actually record back-to-back and continue our streak, and hopefully get Master Ball today. So the Duraludon, especially with Stalwart, it's just really good against those Hatterene teams because it ignores the follow me. So it shuts down those teams very nicely. Here we see definitely a beat up strategy, but we see the beat up with Lucario and Weavile, but we also see that there could be an Aqua Jet with Amoonguss and Colossal. That Gastrodon could shut down Urshifu. But then again, Urshifu can really attack without I think if we have Amoonguss, we want to use it at the beginning. Actually, let's go Incineroar. No, because it could have a faster fake out. Oh, I didn't lock in. Crap, is it going to take my picks? Or is it just going to pick the first four? Crap. We see the Colossal and the Weavile. And Urshifu and Terrakion. Awesome. Okay, cool. So okay. Full offense. Let's go. We doubled into the Colossal. Who are my first four? I think I have Amoonguss and Incineroar in the back. So here we will see probably an Aqua Jet go into the Colossal. No, it's actually a Surf. Okay, so it's going to activate Steam Engine and Weakness Policy. So it depends on who this Colossal decided to target. And max overgrowth, so I want to say you're going for the Urshifu. Yes. And that is okay. Do these Weaviles carry Taunt, though? We did break a potential Sash. Okay, so if this Weavile has Taunt, we are in big trouble. But I think here we just Rage Powder and Max Quake into the Colossal slot. I'm also curious to see We'll see a max guard. I should have called that. So Icy Wind. So what do you do here? I think you max flare into the Mungus, because you're expecting a redirect anyway. Or do you just target this Terrakion? We're gonna find out. We'll get an Intimidate off, which will do good against this Weavile, but it's more of a tech support than anything. Okay. Started with a bad call, turned it into a good one. What I'm worried about is this ice attack that might come out. Icy Wind? Okay. So we did take out the Colossal, but we burned all of our Dynamax turns for that. And we've only like kind of tied it up. Although Rock Slide does well here. Who else did they have? I want to say they had a Terrakion as well. And in that case, this Weavile could 100% carry beat up, which, okay. So we're gonna fake out Rock Slide. Hoping that we could get good damage off on the Lucario. And it is going to beat up. Okay. Justified is the ability of this new series. It did really good at the beginning, especially with Lucario and Arcanine, but it kind of like died off with Redirection. I feel like this grassy terrain is staying on the field for so long. I think we have to bring in Amoonguss and just protect. Because then we could Rage Powder to redirect and just Rock Slide again to get rid of this Weavile. And Lucario is actually going to protect as well. So what did Weavile choose to do? Just Surf? Okay, get some damage on Terrakion. And Amoonguss remains at full health, which is good. So I think here I just want to Rage Powder, and then Stomping Tantrum. This might be a Shuka Berry, which if that's the case, we're definitely going to have to play more defensive. And you actually went for the beat up again. And Rock Slide. But both my Pokemon handle that well. And Stomping Tantrum's just going to take it out. Who is your last Pokemon? That's the real question. Conkeldurr. So I think here, I actually want to bring Incineroar back in. And just protect. It's actually really surprising how this lead actually allowed me to play really defensive, and I think this just shows the power of Terrakion, especially with good support like Fake Out, Intimidate, and Rage Powder and Redirection. So I want to say we probably see a Drain Punch, and you're actually going to Detect. Okay. And we'll probably see another Icy Wind. So on the plus side, you can't double detect. You can, but it's risky. So here I can just Rock Slide, and this will guarantee the knockout on the Weavile and do good damage to the Conkeldurr. And I think that really leaves room for Amoonguss to just trickle down this Conkeldurr. Oh, and we do miss the Conkeldurr. But Weavile's gone. And we did get a flinch. Oh, wait, we faked out. Duh. So here I just want a Parting Shot and Protect again to just further bring down this Conkeldurr's attack stat. And because I definitely feel like you're going to target the Terrakion here. Yeah. So Terrakion's the problem you have to worry about. So I can just keep bringing in my Redirector, my Intimidate, and just cycle them in and out. And so I bring in Amoonguss, and because of Regenerator, I'll get back some health. And here I just Rage Powder and Stomping Tantrum. And the battle's going to be canceled. So at that point, my opponent knew that after all those Intimidates, there was nothing they could do. But without the proper setup, like, Conkeldurr is super scary against Terrakion. I've definitely been almost one-shot by it, just mock punching. So it's definitely something I have to play around. And actually that lead was really good because they had to pick which threat they were going to target. Because, you know, Terrakion can do good damage and get good power, but Urshifu would have just one-shot that Colossal. So I think that timeout was probably the best thing that could have happened from Taurus. So, yeah, Justified, really taking advantage of that Justified. So, Fake Tears, Surf, Beat Up, Icy Wind. And what is Sisbot? Because that wasn't their name, was it? I don't know. Oh well. Let's move on to the next one. And I'm actually surprised, like I said, these battles have been a lot longer. And once again, we tied up, but usually when it's tied up, that's when we start doing bad. So we'll have to see what happens next. Okay, and our next trainer is Sword at a rank 10. So what we see here is definitely Trick Room. So we see things like the Runerigus. What is Runerigus's effectiveness? How does it take? So I went Terrakion, Whimsicott, just because I feel like we won't need. We won't necessarily need Tailwind. Okay. So I think here you definitely expect you expect me to beat up turn 1, but I think here it would just be safer to Rock Slide and Helping Hand, because the Helping Hand can't be redirected. So we're gonna see the Follow Me, and I'll be surprised if how much Togekiss takes from this. It's at least 60%, and we actually just knock it out. And we actually get a flinch from the Slowbro. So at this point, we can just beat up again. We can just beat up and just start taking out Pokemon. So the Delmise is actually... And I don't even need to Dynamax. I can save that in the back. So I'm going to beat up. And it looks like you are Dynamaxing your Delmise, hoping to get Trick Room up and live whatever this Terrakion's gonna dish at you. And also, I think we lose our Terrakion this turn, because I don't think, if Delmise does live, I think any hit, whether it's ground, steel, or grass, Terrakion's not surviving it. So as long as we hit both of our targets with this Rock Slide, we should be in really good condition. Because a Helping Hand Rock Slide, it did about 40% to Slowbro, and we're able to just knock it out and do a good amount of damage on Delmise as well. So we'll see a Max Steel Spike come out. And we've actually lost most of our offense, but as we've seen in prior episodes, Incineroar does have the potential to clean up. So here with the Clef Key, what we have to worry about is Prankster stuff. But I think here we can just Flare Blitz and... I kind of just want to bring in a Moongus. So thank goodness I candied Incineroar. It's not the main Dynamax mon, but it does have the offense to support it being Dynamax in a case like this. Especially with the fact that this match could be dragged out by my opponent through protects and such, especially with a Prankstermon on the field. And it's actually just going to choose to protect. So it was trying to avoid the fake out. And it's just not enough. So we'll see a max Rockfall come out, and I'm really curious to see how Incineroar is going to take that. So does that pretty well. And it's actually going to bring itself down to Sandstorm Chip. So at this point, I feel like we definitely have the battle locked in. We just max flare the Clef Key, bring it down to its Scarf, and we'll Giga Drain it because after it should have just 1 health left. And the battle's going to be canceled. So Terrakion is really good against the Togekiss lead because Rockslide does so well to a stock Togekiss. I want to see how much bulk it had. What is the Pikachu icon? Oh, it must be from Let's Go. So Scope Lens Super Luck with max health and 4 defense. So we still almost one-shot it, brought it down like 75% with a Helping Hand Rockslide. Especially with the Whimsicott, like, because you don't necessarily have to beat up turn 1. You can set up Tailwind to get the speed advantage. You can Helping Hand because it's not going to be redirected. And hopefully this match brings us to Master Ball. Okay, so we have our next trainer, Ricky, at a rank 10. And, this is a really interesting team. So I'm worried. I'm worried about the beat up, but I'm also worried about a potential like Tyranitar lead. But I think the beat up is what I have to prepare for the most. So let's see what my opponent wants to lead. I'm worried we could see us getting trapped in by Gengar. And I really have no immediate answers to Milotic. So we have Whimsicott and Milotic, so that's interesting. Okay, and we gave it a competitive boost. So I don't think our Terrakion's staying around for long here, but what I want to do now is I just want to fake out the Whimsicott and Rockslide, hopefully taking out the Whimsicott turn 1, breaking a potential Sash. And the Whimsicott actually survives. And we'll see a Muddy Water, which will hit both of these Pokemon pretty hard. So I think Urshifu is our best bet here. And I think we also need to preserve this Incineroar because I don't know what they have in the back. But they led really well against what I want it to lead. And I mean, it makes sense because I have no quick answers against a Milotic. I could Giga Drain into it, but I have to worry about a Hypnosis. And I still have to worry about a Hypnosis in all honesty. So you're going to Charm and bring down my attack 2 stages. Oh goodness. So what does Milotic want to do in this situation? Oh, just Coil. Oh goodness. So I think here we want to Steel Spike into the Whimsicott and Spore before it could Hypnosis us, but it might just be able to Hypnosis the Urshifu. But we are going to be able to take out Whimsicott. And you actually, you called it, you landed the Hypnosis on the Mungus. Okay. So fortunately, we do outspeed this Milotic. And we'll just see Arcanine come up. And I actually just want to Rapid Flow this. And as terrible as an idea it is, I want to switch in Incineroar and just give Milotic another competitive boost. Because, you know, Urshifu doesn't have a weak special defense or anything. And we disconnect it. Was that on us? Hold on, let me go grab my phone. It seems like my internet's still up. Oh, this is weird. Let's quit battling. And it gave us the win, so I would have to assume that it was them that disconnected. Yeah. Okay, 2,786 Master Ball tier. That kind of stinks though, because I honestly did not deserve that. My opponent was 100% going to win that match. But, I mean, we'll take it. So, I'm going to leave it off here. If you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and comment down below. Let me know who is your favorite on the team so far. I've been asking all about Emolga, all about Duraludon. Just tell me who's your favorite. But anyways, subscribe if you want to keep up. I've been trying to do VGC ranked battle videos every day. At least getting one up. I kind of record them back to back and spread them out throughout the days to see how that goes. But let me know what you like. Anyways, I'm Zach, and I'll see you in the next one.